Welcome to the bold analysis, ladies and gentlemen. For the second day counting, second consecutive day, Right Honorable former Prime Minister Raila Odinga has been in Statehouse. And there is the event I want us to look at today. The president was giving a charter to Riara University. And Riara University, the founders of Riara University, are actually a foster father to the daughter-in-law to Raila Odinga. That is Raila Jr.'s wife. Is a foster daughter to the founders of Riara University. So Raila Odinga explains that he attended a State House event when the Riara University is being awarded charter because of his relationship, or rather because of now the relationship with the founders of the university. And without much ado, I would want us to listen to what Raila Odinga said. But before that, kindly let me remind you to kindly subscribe to our channel, click the notification bell and like our videos. Subscription is absolutely free. There is nothing going to be deducted from our account because you subscribe. When you subscribe to our channel, you'll be getting notifications when a video is published. Now, let us listen to Raila Odinga explaining to the country why he attended that event.
Endeavors. Your Excellency, with these few remarks, allow me to invite His Honorable Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga to speak, and thereafter to invite you to give your remarks.
Your Excellency, President William Samoei Ruto, the Chancellor of Riara University, Mzee Daniel Gachukia and Mama Eda Gachukia, ladies and gentlemen, I know people want to know why I'm here. I want to begin by saying that I'm coming here as a friend and also a relative of Gachukia's. My daughter-in-law, Yvonne, I don't know if she's around, is a foster child to the Gachukias. Junior, Junior is around. Yes, yes. This Junior is the son-in-law to Gachukias. And I'm therefore very happy to be here. And I want to begin by congratulating the Gachukias for this tremendous achievement.
Now, I followed that State House event, and remember, and I looked at the seating arrangement. I would want you to look at these two frames. One, that is Raila seated next to the president. So that is a closet frame. That is frame one, the close-up of that. And you can see the sitting position is actually telling you the table that Raila has been given, the high table. That is the impression that is targeted. The frame two is just an established shot. Of how they were seated there. And you will clearly understand how Raila Odinga is regarded, or the impression that is being created there. All these things are stage managed. Now, when it came to speeches, we had the government officers there and the rank and file. But immediately, only two people made their speeches. And this was Raila Odinga. And immediately he finished, he then handed over the mic to the president. Not even the Chancellor of Riara University, the Vice Chancellor of Riara University, gave a speech there. In fact, someone was telling me that Raila spoke on behalf of the Riara University founders.
To our people. So I am very happy today to be here. I choose the time to come and be here to see Riara University receiving a charter. I have another challenge with the council, the commission, but that is something for another day. May I have an opportunity to invite His Excellency the President come and address you. Thank you.
But one thing that was really noticed is the breach of protocol. I don't know now we should continue saying breach of protocol or now this is something that is normal. It happened in KICC. It happened in Mombasa. Since the day Right Honorable Raila Odinga met with the president in Mombasa, whenever there is a state function, whenever there is a function, you will see him being given a higher protocol. In terms of the protocol, is given a higher higher profile compared to the deputy president. And I can say that all that is staged. This is all for staged. And I can tell you that many people read different aspects of it. But you need to see that immediately that meeting ended, there was another meeting that is related to this one. There was a delegation from Homa Bay that trooped to Statehouse immediately after that awarding of charter. In that delegation that trooped to Statehouse, the president have shared what they discussed, and I want us to look at. I would want us to take a minute and look at that. Yes, I would want us to look at what the president shared about it. He met a delegation from Homa Bay County the very day, at the very moment that I was there, and I would want us to look at what they discussed keenly, because I think they shared something about it. Yes, this one here. Inclusive national development facilitates pooling of skills, talents, knowledge, and energy of all Kenyans in steering the transformation of our country in all spheres of economy. Met leaders from Homa Bay County, led by Governor Gladys Wanga at Statehouse, Nairobi, discussed the transformative government programs being undertaken in the county and preparations for Madaraka Day celebrations later in the year. Yes, so you can see the whole team there. CS Mbadi and Omolo there. The others are members of parliament, then senator, the women rep, and the governor. This meeting was agreed against it. It is the same time that Raila Odinga was also here. If I am to guess, Raila Odinga was part of this meeting probably, but they decided to make sure that he doesn't attend this one. Probably meets with the president. Then after that, then president meets these fellows. And if you look at this meeting, of course, one thing you can see is that there are notes. People are taking notes and just on what is happening, and they're taking stock in that high table. These were very strategic meetings. So people are normally, opinions are divided. Is William Ruto elevating Raila or humiliating Kindiki? The elevation of Raila is a political script that is targeting Raila mania, the support base. Humiliation of Kindiki is part of the script also to send a message. And I want to tell you this. The instances of Kindiki humiliation these are strategic skits, the strategic scripts that are staged to pass some message. And what is targeted by these skits is, number one, Raila axis are being kept busy and are being kept intact. Ruto is putting them close to him. And I know that one of the things that are being told is, in 2027, simtanipatia naibu. That is one of the things. But in politics, I can tell you, you don't know who can be. And if a politician is telling you, I'll pick your running mate in 2027 now, and is telling you that on 19th May 2025, and the election is 2027 August, it's a long way. It is not something here. But for the moment, Raila is being put close to bring in that feeling of the running mate. Number two, there is a speculative position that is created in the minds of support base to excite them. And I want to give you a simple task. Take a moment and look for, just look for any Facebook page that has posted this video of Raila inviting the president. I saw that even in Mombasa. I even saw it in KICC. It has been happening. It's not something new. And the gullible support base will actually tell you about how they have arrived Canaan. And you know, you and I know this, that Raila Odinga doesn't have a position in Ruto administration. I find, even if hata kusema ako ndani, I don't know, those things that, but in the leadership structure of government, Raila Odinga doesn't hold a position. No. What he has is a profile. And a profile that is being sneaked in that system. Not that he is being consulted when done. That is just whatever is happening in Statehouse is targeting you down there. You think with this, then you start making speculative stories. Oh, Raila is silent prime minister. That is there. Number two, the other point where these publicity stunts are being created is to tone down hardliners like Sifuna. These are the snippets used to tone down the likes of Sifunas. Sifuna have said, no, we don't take this. This is not what we agreed. And you bring Raila close to create those impressions so that even when, if this is happening and Sifuna is talking in the Senate there, then we're sending mixed signals. Because one thing I know, and this I can tell you, I don't think that Raila Odinga has made up his mind, I've said, that is going to endorse Ruto in 2027. That it has not reached there. But the President Ruto, as I know, and a man who is as a political schemer, is taking the slightest opportunities available to scheme and to create a perception. I can tell you today, if Uhuru Kenyatta can say that nakuja kukusalimia hapo Statehouse, hey, the next day he will find something to, he will even fire someone and he will even call Uhuru Kenyatta's relative and give a job somewhere. Then ionekane, alikuja aka. The other issue is to portray Raila, and this is very dangerous. And allow me to belabor this. Someone wants to portray Raila as an overtaker. Let me tell you, Kindiki was absent there. I've just looked at that photo. Kindiki was absent. If you look at that photo, you will not see Kindiki there. But these are supposed to be created. There are people who have started saying, and I listened to Mary Emase from, there is an MP from Teso South. Teso, could be South or North. Mary Emase, who said the other day that why are we Why are we having handshakes?
Ile nilikuwa nawaza. Kwanza nilisema naunga mkono sana hii muungano. Na nimetembelea watu wangu, tumezungumza, nilikuwa nataka kuona their views, maoni yao, wanajihisi kivipi kuhusu hii muungano. Na watu wangu wamenihakikishia wako sawa na muungano. Niendelee kufanya kazi na Mheshimiwa William Samoei Ruto, niendelee kufanya kazi na retired Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga katika hiyo muungano. Nao wanabaki kwa serikali. Lakini nimekuwa nawaza nikijiuliza. Unajua, tukiangalia hii siasa ya Kenya kutoka wakati wa Kibaki tukakuja kwa wakati wa Uhuru Kenyatta kufikia mpaka saa hii, there is a problem either in our laws or in our constitution. Na lazima tukubali kuna shida in the election laws or in our constitution. Na lazima tukubali, the minute we appreciate there is a problem, that's the only time we will fix it. And I think we need to fix it. Because we get into a competition. Tunatukanana. We suffer character assassination. Cattle trot competition. We destroy the unity. We disenfranchise the country. Kwa ile mabishano tunabishana, kila mtu anatafuta kura. Baada ya mmoja kushinda kura, where do we take the country? Maandamano, kupigana, vijana wanakufa, tunavurutana hivyo. The economy is affected, it goes down. Biashara za watu zinakuwa destroyed in the process. We take the country down, I think another 2 years or 1 year. Alafu baada ya hiyo tunakuja tunakaa tuzungumze, tunakubaliana tena. We create a government of national unity. We create a government of, give them names. Broad-based. Give them names. Next time sijui itakuwa inaitwa aje. We had nusu mkate. Why? Why are we even going into the elections? For what purpose? We inconvenience so many people. Kuna watu wamepigania hiyo serikali kutafuta, waka resign kwa kazi zao, wakachukua nafasi ya waziri, wakachukua nafasi ya PS, amechukua malon, anakaa kwa ofisi miaka 2 nyumbani kwa sababu ya muungano. Talks. We are destroying people's lives. Why? Kwa hivyo mimi naonelea hivi. Hii ni maoni yangu. Kama mbunge wa Teso South. Hii kura inakuja 2027. Tuache kudanganyana. Si wakubwa wetu wakae chini. William Samoei Ruto, Raila Amolo Odinga, Kalonzo Musyoka, Eugene Wamalwa, all of them, Rigiji, si wakae wagawanye nafasi hizo kubwa za juu zote. Watu wagawanye na tumwambie wananchi, rais ni William Samoei Ruto, prime minister ni so and so. Namna hiyo tugawanye hizo nafasi zote, tugawanye. Tukishagawanya tumwambie wa Kenya tuende kura. Na hiyo kura sasa competition ni kwa kiti ya governor. Kinyang'anyiro ni kwa kiti ya women rep. Kinyang'anyiro ni kwa kiti ya mbunge na MCA. Tumalize, tutengeneze serikali. Tuendelee mbele, tujenge Kenya. Amen. Tuachane na hivi vitu broad based nusu mkate, sujui national unity nonsense. Hiyo vitu haitusaidii.
Why do we even have elections if after every election you must always go for a handshake? Someone is portraying Raila. Raila is a man, when he comes to that government, he will destroy, he will take over. And that is a very dangerous one. The likes of Nyoro, if they are walking out and the positions are given to Raila, point man, the impression is Raila amewafukuza. And that is the impression being created. Now let me tell you, if Raila, the reason why this is, if Odinga walks out of that government tomorrow, he will become the punching bag. Aliingia karibu serikali yetu. And I think that is why Odinga keeps on saying, I didn't go for him, he called me. But this is the breaking point. And I would want to I would want us to get it right. The Ruto Raila breaking point is here. This is what will make or break that. The 10-point agenda that was proposed, I've not heard of any single legislation, administrative pronouncement made. I've not heard of anything or a policy relaxed because of it. The only thing I've had since that handshake is scrapping of the 300 shillings that was being charged on new IDs. But we could not give credit to the president fully on that, because you can't create a problem, then you solve it. Then you say, now we need to praise you. In the first place, that money was not being paid. So it was not even there. So I've seen the Gazette notice. He made that pronouncement in Kibera. Since 2 weeks after that happened, Parliament is going on. I've not heard of any bill going to Parliament, and that bill is related to the things that were agreed. And that is why I agree with what Sifuna said, that mimi nakaa na marking scheme. We would want to see that marking scheme. But I tell you what will happen. The president will come with a different marking scheme, with a different set of questions, with a different set of answers. That si nilisema nitafanya hii, si nimefanya, nilisema nitafanya hii, nimefanya. Let me tell you, even currently, there are things we normally see, these things of building schools, blah, blah. Some few things he says he will do are not the things he promised. Hustler Fund is not working. Those are the things he promised. The unity agenda is hollow. We are united. I bring Raila, so we are united. That agenda is very hollow if it doesn't address the key issues affecting the people. And I do believe that Odinga is surrounded by men and women who are keen to these things. If you can't talk about that agenda, if it doesn't address pertinent issues. And the breaking point is Ruto Tosha. A Ruto Tosha is not guaranteed. A Ruto Tosha will be a big turning point. Thank you.